I look naked. Oh no. I'm not naked, I promise. I'm not naked. How do I sit? Hello, hi. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Jayla. I'm so awkward for no reason. Hi, my name is Jayla. You're back on my channel. It's Law Loves Lit. I've been around. I posted something here and there, but I have been summoned from my accidental yet again hiatus by Adriana from Carbon Bonded Books because she tagged me in the "Why haven't I read this book" tag, which was a very pointed, shady tag, by the way. I don't know what I did to upset her. But if you're not already subscribed to Adriana, you definitely should. I love her channel. I think that she's obviously very beautiful. She's super intelligent. She's entertaining and her videos are high quality, and she has like the cutest dog ever. I'm not exaggerating. Go watch just for Trip. Watch for her, but Trip is like so cute. I don't know who the creator of this tag is, but if I find out before posting, I will definitely leave it in the description down below. And yeah, without further ado, let's get into the questions. The first question being, why haven't I read this classic? And a classic can be so many things, and of course off the top of your head you think maybe a white man or something, but for this I'm gonna really out myself. I'm very embarrassed by this fact. I have not read any Octavia Butler, and I've not read any Toni Morrison. And I don't know how I can claim to be such a big sci-fi reader or fantasy reader or just like love supporting Black authors when I have not read these two. I'm deeply embarrassed by this, but I'm also not sure what's keeping me from doing it. I do own Parable of the Sower by Octavia Butler. I'm not sure why I haven't read it yet. It's actually like I really want to read it. It's genuinely, I bought it because I want to read it. I just haven't picked it up and have not felt any will to pick it up yet. And I own Beloved by Toni Morrison, I think, or was it Song of Solomon? I own one of her books too, because I was like, oh, you know, if I own it, I'll read it, which has never ever been true in the history of ever, so I don't know why I had that mentality. But I have two books that I could immediately start getting into their lists with, and I just need to, I don't know, I need someone to make me do it. I need someone to read them with me. I don't know. There's definitely readathons that happen based around both Morrison and Butler, so I just need to hop on one of those at some point. But that's what I'm going with for the classic. The second one is, why haven't I read this fiction? I guess just a general fiction. There are so many to choose from. I feel like I haven't read so many things. I think for this one I'll go with The City of Brass by S.A. Chakraborty. That's just like, they've been on my TBR. That whole series has been on my TBR for ages. I own the entire trilogy. Chakraborty has gone off and done entirely different new things that I now need to also read, and I'm so behind on that one. Once again, don't know why I haven't read the book. All of my friends love them, tell me constantly I should be reading them. I know all of this. It's just maybe the fact that it's a completed trilogy and they're kind of thick books. Maybe I'm just lazy. Maybe I don't read books anymore. Who can really say at this point? Number 3, why haven't I read this nonfiction book? For this one, I'm gonna go with Chanel Miller's Know My Name. I should have read this already. I don't read a lot of nonfiction, but I genuinely have every single desire to read this book. I don't own this one, which does play a factor into it. It's not one that I want to own it. I want to read it with my physical hands and my physical eyeballs. I'm sure the audiobook is amazing, and I could absolutely have access to the audiobook, but I want to read this one. I want it here. So I guess that might be why I haven't read this one. If anyone wants to gift that to me, I'm happy to receive it. The next one is, why haven't I read this genre fiction? Which, oops, because then my answer to the second question would have been for this one. But I'm gonna still count that, and I'm gonna answer differently. Why haven't I read The Dark Forest, which is the sequel to The Three-Body Problem, which is a sci-fi book that I loved and that was really popular. It's so good. It's so complex and intricate and fascinating and well done, and I really want to read book 2, but I just haven't. it's something about the sci-fi jargon and stuff. You really need to pay attention, and I feel like I have the attention span of a goldfish at this point in my life. I have been struggling to read the last 20 pages of a book before I sat down to film this video for about 2 hours. So I'm struggling. I really want to have the time and mental capacity to read The Dark Forest because I really want to finish this, and I know that the show is coming out next year, like January or something like that. So it's coming soon, and I want to know the whole story before I start the adaptation, but it's just been rough to really sit down. And you can't do this one on audio, or I mean you could, but it's just like, if you're trying to pay attention, I would not recommend doing this just audio. So Dark Forest, I'm coming for you at some point when I have a brain again, because right now I'm like that little scarecrow in The Wizard of Oz. I'm just like, if only I had a brain, you know? If only. The final question is, why haven't I read this book that's been on my TBR the longest? And I consulted Goodreads to see what has been on my TBR the longest. It's not really the most accurate representation of everything I've ever wanted to read ever, but I did try and take some out that I was genuinely have no interest in reading anymore. The one that I might still happen to want to read that I put on years and years ago would be Outlander. Not sure why. It's not even that, I think it was just the hype, you know? And I feel like my sister loves the show, I have friends who love the books, and I'm sure that it's good. I remember I opened Outlander, I have a copy of it, it was like a floppy paperback, which we love, but when I opened it, I was appalled to see how small the words were. The font was like itty bitty teeny tiny, and my brain, even when it can focus on a book, couldn't do that. So I don't know, dude. That's the answer for right now. I'm sure there are older books that I still want to read and just can't think of them right now. But yeah, Outlander, you're still there for some reason. You're still on my list. And one day I might just really read you because you seem like a fun time. That's the tag. Thank you so much for watching this short little fun video. Hopefully it's short. All that's left for me to do is tag other people, which I did not think about prior to doing this. I don't know if some of you have done this tag already, but I'm going to tag Life Worth Reading. I'm going to tag Dana Days just for fun. She doesn't really make videos anymore, but we'll just see, like, we'll just see if she ends up doing this just for me. I'm gonna tag Noelle 7 Pages just because I want to know what her answers for this would be, and the Roomies Digest because why not, just throw them in there. Thanks so much for watching this video. If you are interested in seeing my face more, I am pretty active on Instagram, so you can follow me at LalaLovesLit over there, and I will hopefully be back with another video soon. I'm in an apartment with natural lighting now, and I forgot how much of a difference that makes in just like the quality of the videos, in my mood, and yeah, so we're gonna see about that. But in the meantime, thanks for watching this. Watch an older video if you've missed my content, and I'll talk to you in another one soon. Bye.